Queens, I'm Trice. Want to know if you should share your manifestations? Do you want to know how to figure out if the universe is calling you or if it's just static? Well, inside this video are the answers to those subscriber questions and more. So if that sounds good to you, keep on watching. Before we get started, if you like this type of video, will you just sprinkle some love on that like button? It will let me know to keep making them. She asks, I've been watching many videos about manifestations, and one of them said to never tell your manifestations to no one because you don't want to risk their bad energy. So if I don't do step 2, tell people about what you're manifesting, will I not get my dream career? Imagine you're sitting around with your friend, and your friend, in their mind, is hoping that you're going to ask them to go to the movies. That's what they're trying to do. The energy is probably going to be more subtle if they don't say it out loud. And so saying out loud, I really think brings your manifestation faster. A caveat, I do not tell super negative Nancys about my manifestation. If I know somebody is not interested or doesn't believe what I'm manifesting is possible, I don't share it with them. I share it with the other people. I stack the deck in my favor. I pick people who I think will be receptive to my manifestation. For example, my mother. She loves me to the end of the moon and back. Well, when I wanted a second baby and it was not happening, she kept saying things like, you know, one is really fabulous. Having one good kid is really just a gift. And what she was saying is maybe you should stop trying. You should let that go. Not because she didn't want me to get my dreams, but because she was so worried that I wouldn't get it, and she would watch her daughter riddled with disappointment. Now, I knew this about my mother, that she worries. And so when I was manifesting my baby, of course, I let her know that I was going through the process, but did I share all the details? No! I shared them with the believers, the people that were calling and saying, hey, I'm in Bloomingdale's picking out something cute for your daughter. Be selective about who you say it to. It makes your manifestations come at the speed of light. My son used to walk past the doorman every day and ask him if he had a package for him. This was when he was about 3. And I kept saying, Jack, did you buy something? Did you order something? You know, you have to buy something in order for them to deliver you a package. Well, not according to Jack. He did this for about a week or 2. And then the doorman said, yes, I do have a package for you. Because the doorman went out and bought him a little red car. Jack, I believe, got that manifestation so quickly because he kept putting it out there. I recommend practice it. Practice being brave. Practice putting what you want out there. Because oftentimes, it's not the fear of the judgment of what other people are saying. It's the fear that we have in ourselves. We're afraid to want what we want. I always wanted to be beautiful. And nobody was thinking I was beautiful in high school. And I remember sneaking into the makeup aisle. I'm like 16 or 17-year-old girl. And anytime somebody else would come into the makeup aisle, I would run away from the makeup aisle because I was afraid to let the world know that I wanted to be physically beautiful on the outside. You know how your mom always says, oh, you're beautiful on the inside and that's all that counts. But I was so afraid to admit that to the world because there was a fear inside myself that maybe I couldn't be that. That's why I do recommend practicing putting it out there, even to strangers. Start with strangers if you want. If you're just sitting down having a cup of tea and somebody strikes a conversation and you want to be a ballerina and currently you're an engineer, tell them you're a ballerina. Have you guys ever been plagued with indecision, not knowing how to decide, not knowing if you're going the right way? Well, this is exactly what this subscriber's question is asking how to deal with. She says, I have one question about specificity. What happens if you cannot decide what kind of person you want as far as looks, culture, habits, interests, professions, and you keep writing something different in your scripting sessions? What's the best way to bypass indecision? Excellent question, and I have a great answer. knowing what you want is the hard part with specificity. And why is it so hard? Because of the face of fear. Fear of making the wrong choice. And this can happen even people who are big lovers of law of attraction and energy. I was doing a voice dialogue therapy session, and I was telling her about my manifestation of manifesting a baby girl. And she goes, Trice, don't manifest a baby girl, just manifest a healthy baby. Do a healthy baby. And I said, well, why? And she's like, well, you're limiting your possibilities. I disagree. You're not limiting your possibilities. You're focusing your vibration to exactly what you want. But like Anna said, that's why people find it so hard to be specific, because it feels like you're limiting your possibilities. But let me showcase on something that it doesn't have any heavy weight. Let's say we wanted to watch TV and we were trying to manifest a TV. Would we say to the universe, bring me some kind of electronic? No, it's so vague. You might get some batteries or a Walkman or a computer or a plethora of different things that fit in there, but you still would not be able to watch TV. And for me, seeing that if I'm not specific, I could get a whole bunch of random stuff that I really don't care about. That lets the fear dissipate and fly away, because I know to get what I want, I need to be specific. So in this question, she's like, I don't know what cultural habits I want them to be. I don't know what I want them to look like, or I want their profession to be. So I say, what do you want in your life? For example, Trice is very ambitious, always wanted to climb every single mountain. So do you think it would be a good ideal fit with somebody laid back, happy with the status quo, doesn't want any change in their life? Is that going to be a good fit? Or is that going to be torturing Trice's soul? So to find what you want for in a mate, decide what you want in your life for yourself. If you are ambitious, you probably want somebody with a similar level of ambition. If you're not ambitious, you don't want this super ambitious person unless you want them to be gone all the time. That's part of your plan, because they're always going to be running off doing their work. And if that is not something that you want to happen, you're going to feel sad and lonely about it. Ultimately, it's admitting and accepting ourselves that it's okay to want what we want. Often when we're plagued with indecision, it's either the fear of picking the wrong thing, or we're afraid of what we want, what that might say about us. I want to be beautiful. Does that mean I'm a superficial person, for example? Ask yourself, when you close your eyes, what do you want your life to look like? Then add that person in. They will need complementary attributes to enjoy the same life that you want. Clear. This next question is going to help give a little clarity around how do you know when you're being called by the universe? How do you recognize your call or the gut feeling to go with your roommate because you didn't want to go out? I mean, what made you take action automatically? And what she's talking about is when I was manifesting my husband, my roommate said, hey Trice, I know you're manifesting your husband. There is a big meetup party down in the meatpacking district. There's going to be lots of future husbands there. Do you want to come? And the truth was, I did not want to come. It was raining and I was tired. Now, how did I know that was a call from the universe to go? Because she didn't phrase it like, hey, do you just want to hang out? Do you want to just go get some drinks? Do you want to meet a couple of my friends downtown? She literally, and I feel like the universe literally said, hey, you want that husband? I found, a hot spot where future husbands hang out. Come with me. What I wanted was literally how she phrased the invite. Now, let's imagine if I didn't go. The universe would still give me signs. The universe would still bring it to me. It just would be slower. So if you want your manifestation to come at the speed of light, then sometimes you have to take action when you don't feel like taking action. But the universe will speak to you in a language of your manifestation. It will be literally saying, come this way. The thing that you want is over here. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you in 2020.